Welcome to the next example. So on quadratic equations. So we want to solve the equation x squared plus x minus 12 equal to 0. So the first thing, the coefficient of x squared here is 1. The coefficient of the middle term is 1. The coefficient of the last term, that is the constant term, is minus 12. So the first is the coefficient of the x squared is multiplied by the constant term, which is minus 12, times minus 12. That gives us minus 12. So that minus 12, we will now find the factors of minus 12 that will give us the middle term. The factors of minus 12 that will add up to give us the middle term. So factors of minus 12 that we can try are 1 times minus 12. If you add 1 and minus 12, it cannot give us 1. Then we neglect that. What if we try 2 times minus 6 or minus 6 times 2? If we add those two together, they will still not give us this. And what if we try minus 3 and 4 or minus 4 times 3? If you try minus 4 times 3, minus 4 plus 3 will give you minus 1, which is not what we want. So what we want is minus 3 times 4 will give us minus 12. And at the same time, minus 3 plus 4 will give us 1, which is the middle term. So we will now replace this middle term, which is 1x. We'll replace it with minus 3x plus 4x. So we are going to be having x squared minus 3x minus 3x plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So what we have done here now is to replace this middle term 1x with minus 3x plus 4x. So if you check, minus 3x plus 4x is the same thing as 1x. So the next is for us to now factorize this pair of terms. We'll factorize this and then factorize this. So if we factorize what is common, the common factor here is x. We'll bring it out as x. So x, we'll bring it out of the bracket. So we are going to introduce the bracket and put the remaining factors inside. So if you factorize x out of x squared, you will be left with x, because x times x is x squared. If you factorize x out of minus 3x, you'll be left with minus 3, because x times minus 3 is minus 3x. So then you check the second pair, you have 4x minus 12. What is the common factor there is 4. So if you factorize out 4 from 4x, you'll be left with x, because 4 times x is 4x. So if you factorize out 4 from minus 12, so if you divide minus 12 divided by 4, you get minus 3. So which means the remaining factor is minus 3. So is equal to 0. Now the next thing is to check. You check if what you have inside this bracket and this bracket are the same. If they are the same, then you can proceed. If not, you have to go back and solve again, because that means there is an error. So if there is no error, if the quadratic equation is factorizable, you must get the same thing said. Then you can now complete the factorization process by collecting this common factor. This x minus 3 and x minus 3 is common to both, so you collect it as 1 x minus 3. Then what you have in the two part will be the remaining factor, so you put it in another bracket. X plus 4 will now be in another bracket. X plus 4. So this is the complete factorization of that quadratic expression. So after completing the factorization, we will now equate each of these terms. This x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 4 is equal to 0. So that's what we have here. X minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 4 is equal to 0. So from there, you can complete the solution by bringing minus 3 to this side. You have x is equal to 3, or x is equal to minus 4. So ensure that you subscribe to our YouTube channels for more solution to this kind of problems. Thank you.